What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we're here with your next installment in Should You Take Blank 6-Star Gold. And at community request, Rusty, one of the rarest, most scary people in the world, Scott Steiner, Big Poppa Pump, is who we're looking at today. You've got him. I don't. I am not even close to him. So tell me, do you think he's going to be worth 6-star gold, just from your estimations?
Well, Lee, holla if you hear me. It's Big Poppa Pump time. And for some reason, he decided to wear chainmail on his head. I never understood the chainmail. Is he a knight? Is he from the Round Table? Did King Arthur commission him to come into the WWE universe? Anyway, yes, I think he's worth looking at because he's gym damage focused, and this is a gym damage meta, and he's one of the quick. I mean, he just autoplay works with him. He's fast. You don't touch the board, and I think a lot of the community has high hopes. Even in the chat right now, I've read. I just got him from Player's Choice Loot. I just got him last week. I really hope he's worth gold. So I think we got a lot riding on this video, Lee.
Well, there's a 33 1/3% chance that he's going to be good. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster. So here is what we got. 6 MP purple, Moonsault, Fallaway Slam, deal damage, choose 1 row to make into 3-turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your purple gem damage by 21% for 1 turn, and then make random purple gems into leech gems of strength something at the end of the countdown. And then you've got the Avalanche Belly to Belly Suplex, 6 MP, deal damage, choose 1 more row into 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your red MP by 2 and make 4 random gems into purple at the end. And then the Steiner Screwdriver, 5 MP purple, deal damage, decrease all of your Juggernaut gem timers by 3. All effects will trigger. On your entourage, don't be afraid that this is Carmelo. You don't need him. You just run Purple Woods. Carmelo was the one that was attached, so I ran with it. We're good, but you just need Purple Woods. Then if you have Gunther, purple gems do 40% more damage. Purple moves start with 2 more MP, so that is 4, 6, that is 7 MP purple. All moves will be easily loaded. We're going to run Rockin' Roman for purple gems do 30% more damage, and gems that moves that create gems will create 3 more. However, note that that does not work on Juggernaut gems, so we'll show you another person that does in another one. And then purple gems do 30% more damage, and purple moves do 30% more damage with Jade Cargill. On the strap, we've got a 50% gem damage strap, so that way we're not over-inflating the damage, because it already does have Double Fury 2s, plus the candy store account has this 35% gem damage strap. On the plates, we have got the Rosie Superhero Plate. Whenever you make 6 or more leech gems, increase your purple and yellow gems by 75% for 1 turn. I wish I had Poppa Pump. I have 3 Rosie plates and no one that they work on. And then the Bubba Ray Specs, which I also don't have, in addition to not having Poppa Pump. Whenever you activate a purple move, increase your purple gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. So you've got 75% plus 150% bonuses just from the plates. That's nuts. That's nuts. Well, holy cow. All right, Rusty, tell me what I'm doing here. Tell me what I'm doing.
Yeah, so I'll say this while it loads. Prior to Bionic Redneck Stone Cold Steve Austin entering Champions, this was arguably the best powerhouse in the game. It was certainly the best powerhouse from the Attitude Era. His stock was sky high prior to Stone Cold. So what I like to do, right, is I try to spread my Juggernaut rows out a little bit.
Oh,
I don't know why, but it just might be my superstition. I don't know that it's strategy, but once you fire those off, I mean, it's just automatic. It's just gonna. So,
well, let's fire it off and see here real quick what happens. Jupe, 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 jupe. Everything's reloaded. It was 41 million. 41 million. So did I misplace something? I think I expected a little bit more than that.
You know, I feel like it is what it is.
That's accurate.
He's a fast feuder.
Right.
He doesn't necessarily have a huge plate that makes him, crazy. Okay. Like maybe try to spread the row and see if it matters at all this time.
Okay.
Like leave a little space between the two.
Okay, I can do that. Do you know, I have a random memory for stupid things that don't matter. So there was a stream where Professor got Big Poppa Pump from a pull. I know that I was sitting in Little Caesars getting my kids food. That was 48, so that did actually make a difference somehow. Interesting. I was in Little Caesars getting my kids food when Professor started freaking out that he got Big Poppa Pump. The most random things to remember. Yeah. But 48 million on that one. I mean,
so you went by 7 million by just spacing out your juggernauts?
I don't know if it's just where they hit or... Yeah, we're going to add Z Orton in just a second, Big Fritz. I want to run it one more time just to make sure this isn't a fluke. I'm going to try and place it where there's no purples. I think maybe that made some of the difference. So I've got two rows here that have no purple gems at all. Let me see if that does it. Bam. No, because that was 41 million. So looks like 40 to 47 million's about his sweet spot, which is good. That is good. It's not top
Cody
end
range.
Damage, but it's good.
Yeah, it's about the same range as Tech Cody.
Tech Cody, not Powerhouse Cody though.
Right, Technician.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So we have one more. Does my wife hate the random memory thing?
So try to remove the rosy plate as well, because some are saying that might be affecting negatively the build because they don't think it works right. Maybe it's possible.
So
it is a variable, like in science, right?
Well, if we're going to for science it, I have to keep the other variables the same. So let me take off the rosy plate, and then I will run it this way. Then I will do the Randy Orton build, zombie Randy Orton. Also, shout out to Footers in Sydney who put a thing at the bottom of the chat earlier. We were blowing and going, and so I didn't acknowledge it. But thank you for doing that. It was on the Universal chat in game. They found us and put us, hey, make sure you watch Lee and Rusty.
Bunders asked, is Powerhouse Cody the best powerhouse in the game now?
Yes.
I said, that's arguably, right? But he is the best Cody in the game.
No, it hit for 39 million that time, so the rosy plate was doing more damage.
All right. I just don't think the rosy plate catches that the leeches are created. Yeah. It's possible.
It's possible, but it did do more damage. I'll tell you what, I'll run it with Zombie Randy without the plate, and then we'll run it one more time with this is the for one single moveset, this is the most times I think I've ever run a character on this series here.
So they're saying, well, who is the best powerhouse? Is it Bionic Redneck? I would say this. It's arguably Relentless Kevin Owens because of what he can do with his top end of damage being in the hundreds of millions because of the way he amplifies gem damage. But you got to have he's a conditional win. You got to have the wind really blowing in the right direction. The cascades have to go off correctly. You have to have every trick, every trainer maxed.
Yeah, I think it's Cody for me. One, I don't have... oh, look, that blows the whole board. Okay, so that's 55 million. So if we add the Rosie plate and he hits 60 million, that puts him right in line with other top powerhouses right there. But Cody is 100% of the time he works. Kevin Owens, from what I've seen from others, it can take him a moment to get going, and he can miss sometimes, but his top end damage is way higher than anybody else's. So it's kind of a, do you prefer the safe method, or do you prefer the guaranteed? The guaranteed method, or do you prefer the bigger bang method?
Right. Yeah, like Powerhouse KO is so good. They've consistently nerfed him on boss battles because he can essentially destroy the boss by himself.
Yeah. True. There are times where he can take the whole thing, and to that, William Regal's going to get to that now too. If you have Maxine in the Pyro Plate, Regal's going to be not quite Powerhouse KO level, but he's right up there now.
The KO is also the reason they redid the Stip Tours, just for the record. So
that's true.
So literally, he's a game-breaking character.
Yep.
That's why I would say arguably he's who many would say is the best.
Yep. Well, Big Poppa just hit 60 million. So, I mean, that's right on the top end, or I'm sorry, right on the entry level for top end damage for this meta. So he is definitely 6-star gold relevant. I would say in order to hit 60 million, you had to have everything, and the biggest thing was Zombie Randy. So if we were power rating him, I would mark him down for Zombie Randy, because that is a huge, like rare. Plus, Jade you would need either Jade or Rockin' Romans. That's not a big deal for a lot, but I mean comparative I'm saying for people who are going to have Poppa Pump in their top roster. I mean, for those spenders, Poppa Pump, Rockin' Roman's a no-brainer. But yeah, Zombie Randy was the big difference maker out of all of it. And then I think the Bubba specs is up there, because that's 150%, or 50 plus 50 plus 50, because it doesn't quite equal 150 the way it stacks, because it's 50% and then another 50% off the base, so it doesn't quite hit 150, but it's right up there. I would say he needs at least 2 really rare things to get going, but if you have them, he's right there. I mean, that's top tier no matter what. So Rusty, I don't have him. You have him. You close this out with what your thoughts are on him, because I'm just going off what I just saw, and that alone. You've actually played with him.
Nice. Well, this is our friend. We made this video for. Gosh, I don't want to mispronounce his name, but it's Atasham 143. Right? As send it in. We're looking for a 6 gold Big Poppa Pump video. Please let me know with and without the plate, so we did all that for you. And it looks like hopefully you've got that Zombie Randy. And if not, at least you know what you're going to get if you take him up. As Big Poppa Pump spins around like a cyclone, we will see you next time.
Big Poppa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear us.